Good morning, girls. We shall continue with the chapter, the Union Parliament. The Union Legislature comprises the President and the two Houses of Parliament, the House of People, it is also known as the Lok Sabha, and the Council of States, it is also known as the Rajya Sabha. So you can underline these lines. So the Union Legislature, it consists of the President and the two Houses, namely the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. At the central level, we have the Lok Sabha, and at the state level, we have the Rajya Sabha. In a democracy, people are their own masters. It means that in a democratic form of government, the citizens or the people themselves choose their government through elections. Ours is a representative democracy where people exercise their sovereign power through their elected representatives. So all these MPs, the MLAs, okay, they are our representatives whom we have chosen to form the government. Now the next few lines also, girls, you can underline. This is the definition of parliament. Now what is parliament? The parliament is the body of people's representatives who have supreme or highest power of governance in a democratic country. Now we shall study the first house of the parliament, that is Lok Sabha. The other name for Lok Sabha is House of People. Please underline these lines. The Lok Sabha is the house of the people. The members of the Lok Sabha are directly elected or chosen by the people of India through vote. Now term means the duration. According to the constitution, the term of Lok Sabha is 5 years. Please underline this. So the term of Lok Sabha is 5 years. However, it can be dissolved before the expiry of its normal term, that is 5 years, by the President on the advice of the Prime Minister. So in what circumstances can this duration be either dissolved or extended? See, during the proclamation of an emergency, the period of Lok Sabha may be extended by the Parliament for 1 year at a time. So in certain cases where there is emergency, national emergency, so in such circumstances, the Lok Sabha can proclaim or it can make public announcement of an emergency, and the time period or the term of Lok Sabha can be extended by the Parliament for 1 year at a time. But the new Lok Sabha must be elected within 6 months after the national emergency is lifted or it is formally removed. So the time period of Lok Sabha is 5 years, but it can be dissolved before the expiry of its normal term by the President, and on whose advice? On the advice of the Prime Minister. And during the time of national emergency, the time period can be extended or the term can be extended by Parliament for 1 year at a time. Now we come to the composition. The maximum strength of Lok Sabha, please underline these lines. The maximum strength of Lok Sabha as provided by the Constitution is 552. Now out of this, first, not more than 530 members shall represent the states. Second point, not more than 20 members shall represent the union territories. So the representation at the state level we have 530, and representation of the union territories at the Lok Sabha we have 20. 2 members of the Anglo-Indian community may be nominated or proposed by the President to the Lok Sabha in case he feels that this community is not adequately or sufficiently represented. Now at present, girls, the current elected strength of Lok Sabha is 543. So the maximum strength of Lok Sabha provided by the Constitution is 552. And the current elected strength of Lok Sabha at present is 543. Now the allotment of members to the various states is made on a population basis. Uttar Pradesh is represented in the Lok Sabha by 80 members. So Uttar Pradesh, as we all know, it is one of the largest states in India. It has got 80 members in the Lok Sabha. Maharashtra sends 48 members, Goa, Manipur and Meghalaya 2 each. So all these 3 states, they are very small in size, small in area, that is Goa, Manipur and Meghalaya, they have 2 each. And Mizoram, Nagaland and Sikkim 1 each. The Union Territory of Delhi sends 7 members to the Lok Sabha. Now what are the qualifications for membership? If one aspires to be a member of Lok Sabha, what all qualifications are required? Conditions needed for a person to be a member of Lok Sabha are first and foremost, this is very important, he should be an Indian citizen. So the first requisite to be a member of the Lok Sabha is that one should be an Indian citizen. Okay, he should be an Indian citizen. Second, he should be at least 25 years of age. So this is the minimum age that a person should be to be a member of the Lok Sabha. That is, he should be at least 25 years of age. Third, he should have his name in the electoral rolls in some part of the country. Now what is this electoral roll, girls? It means the voting list. The person's name should be in the voting list for any parliamentary constituency of India. Now fourth point, he should not be an insolvent. Now insolvent means he should not be in debt and should have the ability to meet his financial commitments. Fifth point, he should not hold any office of profit under the government. Now what is this office of profit under the government? It means that he should not have a position that brings some financial gain or benefit. In other words, you can say that he should not hold any executive post in the government. Now sixth point is, he should not be a proclaimed criminal. That means the person should not have any criminal background. Seventh point, he should not be of unsound mind. It means he should be mentally fit. He should not be insane.